Hello, and welcome to Never Seen It, a podcast where we watch movies that one or neither of us has ever seen. I'm Betsy, and with me is my husband, Trent.
Hey, Betsy.
Hi, Trent. So today we are going to be watching a movie that I think a lot of our listeners might find shameful that we have not watched.
Yeah.
And that is Inside Out.
Yeah.
So, Trent, why have we not seen Inside Out?
Oh, I'm going to venture a guess here to say we don't have any children that would be kicking and screaming and yelling and doing all the things that kids do when they want to go and see the new great thing.
I mean, that's true, but I would counter that with, I know many people without children who have watched Inside Out.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the main reason.
So I think primarily I kind of touched on it in the last one of these. We don't go to the theater to see that many movies.
No.
And this is the kind of movie that would be, like you'd said, full of children if we go see it right away.
Right.
And that's not my favorite movie experience.
I think I can probably count on one hand the amount of kids movies or animated movies that we have seen in the theater together.
Right.
I think, so let's go down the list. We saw Finding Dory through a very weird circumstance. We went to see that movie in Minneapolis because our flight got delayed.
Yep.
So
we had
were
6 hours to kill.
We were looking for something to do, so we went to the Mall of America and went to their theater there, watched Finding Dory,
Yep.
found it delightful.
It was.
And we got on a plane after that. We saw Brave in the theater.
See Brave, yeah.
Which I think the first half of that movie was good. The rest of it,
We've only seen it the once. Maybe
Right.
You'd feel differently if we watched it again.
maybe I would think it was worse. I don't know. The Muppets.
Okay, well, not an animated movie, but
Still a kids movie.
technically.
Yeah. We saw the new Muppets movie with Jason Segel and Amy Adams back when it came out. And oh my God, did we laugh so hard.
Well, I think that one stands out because there was a small child who actually turned around and stared at us because we were laughing so loudly. Between you and my brother
Yes.
and me.
Oh my God.
We were all
laughed
making
so
fools
hard.
of ourselves,
That
how
was-
hard we were laughing.
I still love that movie.
But yeah, like the quote-unquote family or kids movies,
Yeah.
we really don't go to those in the theater too often.
No.
So it's not...
We don't go out of our way to go and see the new Pixar movie or
No.
whatever the hot new thing is.
No, I think that people are going to be shocked at the number of animated films from the last
yeah.
10, 15 years that are going to be
yeah.
included in this podcast.
So-
because we simply just haven't gotten around to watching them. It's not
Yeah.
that we don't want to see them. I've wanted to see this movie for quite a while.
And I'll tell you what, we might actually do a series eventually where we just catch up on Pixar movies.
Right.
Because
Sadly, there's
damn,
enough.
damn, have I not seen a lot of them.
Shh, don't tell them that. They'll all get mad.
I stopped watching them at Cars, and I have seen. Did we go and see Monsters University? I feel like we did.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
saw it
That
at
was
the West
another
Mall.
one. That was another one we saw.
Yeah, we saw it at the Second Run Theater.
Yeah. Finding Dory. Yeah, that's it. Like before Cars, I think I've seen pretty much every Pixar movie.
They weren't coming out so fast.
Yeah.
Back in those days, in the
Yeah.
early days, the first decade.
And I fully understand that that the rest of the movies are fantastic, and I should watch them, and I should be shamed horribly,
publicly.
and flogged and spit on. No, not that.
Don't spit on my husband, please.
No, that's unsanitary.
There's a pandemic on.
Yes. So yeah, Inside Out. Betsy, what do you know about Inside Out?
So, to my knowledge, it is a little girl, and these are the feelings inside of her.
Emotions.
Her emotions. So there's a happy character, and that's Joy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sad character. There's an angry character voiced by
Louis
Louis Black.
Louis Black. I love Louis Black so much.
I think the fact that they got probably the angriest sounding comedian, his whole shtick is being angry.
Yeah.
The fact that they got him to voice anger in a kids movie is just delightful.
I would
to
love
me.
to hear the unedited booth footage of Lewis Black.
He probably had to do some self-restraint.
Yeah.
And there's probably a lot of cuts that they had to make. Just stick to the script, Lewis.
Well, just recently we saw in the news that, oh yeah, there's actually probably a PG-13 or a rated R version of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Because, hey, Robin Williams is a funny guy, and he's quite dirty.
Yep.
People don't really understand that Robin Williams was a very dirty comedian.
Oh, yeah.
But he comes off as this family-friendly guy because of all the movies that he made.
Yes.
He is a stand-up comedian first and foremost.
Yep.
So, and that's where he kind of came up. But anyway.
But yes, Lewis Black.
Lewis Black is anger. Is Anna Kendrick in this?
Possibly.
No,
she's in Trolls.
She's in another one.
She's in
recently.
Trolls.
Okay.
She's in that one.
Okay, not a Pixar movie.
Not a Pixar movie. A DreamWorks movie, I believe.
Yes.
Which we also haven't seen.
Oh God. I don't care to see Trolls.
That's all right.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I know there's also an imaginary friend.
Oh, okay.
I don't know all the voices. That's kind of the extent of it. I fully expect that Pixar is going to mess with my feelings, and I'm gonna get upset and probably
What?
cry.
A movie about feelings and emotions?
Well, and it's just Pixar. Pixar is out to make me cry every opportunity that they have.
Yes.
Every opportunity they have. And they are successful more often than not. So if I expect anything from this movie, it's that I'm going to laugh and then I'm going to cry. And it's just a matter of when. Will it be right at the beginning? Will it be right at the end? I don't know, but Pixar is coming for my feelings.
Honey, they made a movie about feelings just for you.
They didn't make it just for me.
Just for you. All right.
But that's about the extent of it. Do you know anything else peripherally?
No, I mean I know it's this little girl and it's her emotions and they're played by different characters, and they go on an adventures of some kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So we're gonna go and watch it now, Inside Out. We'll be right back. We are back. So we just watched Inside Out.
Yeah.
And I'm a mess. As predicted.
I wasn't looking over at you. I only really looked at you a couple of times when we were both kind of laughing through it. But yeah, I enjoyed that.
I was very emotional throughout, and I don't know if that's just the day I'm having or this movie or both. Because the older I get, the more sensitive I find myself becoming.
Yeah.
And when these movies, literally, it's emotions, and they want you to feel the things, I just turn into a little bit of a blubbering mess.
They pull on your strings. And
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of that. When you realize what they're really going for in the movie, which is to say, hey, you know what? As you grow older, your emotions become very complex.
Yeah.
And you also need to deal with your sadness and feel your sadness
Yep.
in order for you to get over it.
You need to feel all of the feelings.
Because otherwise, you go numb, which is exactly how they are depicting what's happening here. Is that she's going through a very big change in her life. The girl. She's going through a very big change in her life, and all of the different connections that she had are falling away. Represented here
Literal.
very, very well.
Right.
Very well in the movie. So
I wanted to bring that up because obviously you were somebody who, at a prime age,
very, very similar age.
you moved.
I did, yeah.
So was that coming back to you at all watching this movie?
No, that really wasn't. And I don't really know why. I think, I had obviously I had a different kind of a childhood.
You were older than this too.
A little bit.
You were a little bit. Older than
I moved.
11.
I moved right before freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
So I had.
So you were 14?
Yeah.
Give or take?
13, 14.
13, 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I had 8 years of school plus kindergarten already under my belt. I was about to start 9th grade, and my parents decided we're going to move because my dad got a job opportunity where we still currently live. And, they actually came to me before the decision was made. My parents came to me and asked me the question, what do you think?
Yeah.
If you say no, we're staying put. That's a big decision to put on a 13-year-old.
Right.
But in the end, I decided, you know what, it's probably better. The good will outweigh the bad, and moving to a bigger city, it's going to be tough. But hey, it's a new experience.
And the trajectory got you here.
Exactly. I wouldn't be who I am if I would have stayed there. So, is what it is. So, I can relate to the feelings and the disconnectedness.
Yep.
From your past. Because, when I think back to my time before I moved here, I don't really have a lot of memories anymore. I don't have a lot of lingering memories anymore, I should say. I don't have any connection to the friends I had. I don't have any connection to any of the people or the places there, really.
The house is gone.
Yeah, there's no house there because if you've listened before, I grew up in a mobile home, and the mobile home moved from where I lived to where it moved
Presumably is now.
Right, exactly. So there is a little bit of nostalgia there whenever I do go back, but it is a very, very different feeling.
Yeah. I'm really surprised that you didn't have that immediate connection with this movie.
Nope.
Maybe it was just because you were old enough and mature enough, not mature, but you were 3 years older than 11, 3 years older. That's a lot at that age.
Yeah.
2 years, that's a lot.
True. At that age, 2 years is a lot. You're right. But yeah, I never got that connection. I'm surprised that you brought it up before I did. But
well, I never moved. I never did that as a kid, so I don't have that specific connection. I can only imagine, and the only time I've had that experience is like going to college.
Sure.
So like I didn't know anybody, and I was out of state, and I spent a lot of Friday nights crying in my dorm room.
Yeah. And and me being me, my personality being what it is, I didn't have a whole lot of friends, but I did still have friends that I missed. But back in the day, when I moved was 99. Yep. There wasn't any social media.
Internet was barely
nobody had
accessible.
Nobody had cell phones. Internet wasn't really a thing. I didn't get the internet until 2002, 2003. Yeah.
Harder to keep in touch.
Sure. So it was a lot harder back then to keep in touch with not only people, but just your memories in general. Because, you couldn't take a bunch of photos. You couldn't, keep in touch with your friends all that often. And it was a long distance phone call if I wanted to call my friends. So I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
I tried to make new friends. So.
And here you are.
Here I am.
But yeah, going back to the movie, I think they are very adept at explaining complicated things to explain to a child. Because this movie is written and intended for children.
Totally.
But they are also very well aware that there are parents in the audience too.
Pixar is very good at that.
They really are. This I just checked. So I knew it won for Best Animated Feature that year, that it was nominated.
Yeah.
But it was also nominated for Best Original Screenplay. And I don't think that happens very often.
I suppose not.
Where an animated or a family film gets nominated in a second category, let alone screenplay.
Right.
Maybe, some of the technical kind of categories.
But yeah.
But yeah, and I think that's just lovely because I thought it was really, really good.
I think it was well written, and I think the characters are good together, but also separately, if you know what I mean. Which one
They're
of the
multi-dimensional.
I wrote down only a few things during this movie, and one of the things was in the beginning when Joy and Sadness were like going at each other.
Yeah.
Joy was like,
"Go away, go in the corner."
Yeah, you go over here. You can't be sad, or she can't be sad. Riley can't be sad. Well, of course she can.
Yeah.
She should be sad sometimes. She should be happy at other times. She should be angry and all these other things.
Yeah.
And I think the immaturity of the emotions comes through. And it's not until all of these other things go away, they literally fall away in her mind, that her emotions become more mature.
Yeah. Well, I'll have you know, Boy Band Island is forever. Boy Band Island is not a phase. Boy Band Island is a core part of her personality.
That is a foundation.
I will tell you this from experience. You can grow up, but you never leave them behind. Like, I just today,
That's true.
got
yes.
upset because they have once again rescheduled the Backstreet Boys concert that I have tickets for, and it was supposed to be a year ago, and then it was supposed to be in the fall of this year, and now it's not until September of 2022. I have to wait another year and a half to see this boy band that I have been listening to for half of my life. And then some. And then some.
Hope nobody...
Boy Band Island has been in my brain longer than it hasn't.
Hope none of them break a hip in the intro.
They will perform in wheelchairs. Wheel them out, sit them down on a little throne a la Dave Grohl. They will perform. Mm-hmm. They will perform.
All right.
I'm not having any of it. Boy Band Island is forever. Yeah, the two moments when I got emotional were at the very end when she finally breaks down to her parents. Yes. And they all have a little moment together. Yeah. And then when Bing Bong goes.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Betsy, did you have a Bing Bong?
I didn't, so that's the thing. Maybe I did, but I don't remember.
I do.
You had one?
See, I had one. I don't remember his name or anything about him.
Okay,
but I absolutely did.
Who is your imaginary friend? What do you remember?
I don't know. I don't remember. I know I had one. That's about all I remember.
How do you know you had one?
Because I remember.
You just remember playing with an imaginary friend.
Not maybe not playing, but I think talking to and like bouncing ideas off of.
Yep.
You know,
your version of thinking out loud.
Yeah, exactly.
But, so yes, I don't remember having an imaginary friend, but I think that boils down to one key difference between us and your similarity to this character. Uh-huh. She's an only child. Yeah. You are an only child. Yeah. I have 5 siblings. There's no need for imaginary friends when they're always around.
No. Yeah, so, yeah. Again,
5
another
people
thing,
keep you busy.
Another thing I didn't really glom onto was, this is an only child. Mm-hmm. She grew up in the Midwest. She's from Minnesota.
Again, how this movie didn't speak to you on such a personal level, I am a little shocked by.
I don't know. It's not like I didn't like it. It's
you didn't play hockey.
I also didn't play hockey. I didn't play any sports. But I did have that same moment when they had their little moment, and you could see in her eyes, she had that telltale sigh that, it's all going to be okay. Mm-hmm. And it's that mix of sadness and joy that I think that's the maturity part coming out.
Yep. Yeah. They didn't get into my favorite emotion, which is rage crying. When you're so angry, you just cry. That seems to be my go-to.
That doesn't come after that doesn't come until you hit 35.
There you go. That's a 30 and older. She's still got a few years before she gets to the rage crying. She
has yet to hit to teenage years. So.
I did love all of the cuts throughout the movie and at the end with all the other
To
people's
the
emotions.
best moment in the movie was them at the table and the mom and the dad having their own little emotions
Yep.
in their head.
And they look identical except for the hair and the mustache.
That was
yes.
the best scene in the movie by far.
I enjoyed the DEF CON one. We're going to DEF CON 1. I'm gonna put
my foot down.
My foot down. How did I not pick up that was Kyle MacLachlan?
Yeah.
I made it to the end of the movie and I had to watch the credits to know that's
You
who
haven't
that
seen
was.
a lot of Kyle MacLachlan stuff.
I guess, and usually I see him,
Yeah.
so just hearing his voice is a different thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so...
But yeah,
let's-
in the head thing, like the boy at the end, girl.
Everybody's running around. There's a girl in front of us.
Did you have that emotion as a young man?
No, because I grew up with girls.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't necessarily have girl friends when I was a boy like that, but I grew up with 3 female cousins who were like my sisters.
So you had, it's not like you had never seen a girl in your entire life and didn't know how to talk to another as a...
Yeah.
It's not like you didn't know how to talk to a girl as a human being.
Right, and I had friends who were boys. All my best friends were boys.
Yep. As most boys have.
And of course, back when I grew up, it was weird for a boy to be friends with a girl.
Yeah. I don't think it's as weird now, but I think that's also people being a little more progressive and teaching their kids you can just be friends with whoever you want.
Right. And I think that was the
Not
hang-up.
all of us got to have My Girl, but we're not going to talk about My Girl because I am fragile enough.
We're not going to have any more crying tonight.
No.
But yeah, when I grew up, I had all boy friends, and there were, I went to a regular elementary school and middle school, but it wasn't until I was into high school that I started to become more comfortable with, hey, I'm going to be friends with this girl.
The concept of just being friends with a girl.
Right. I still have a very good friend who is a girl, and we still hang out.
It's true. We hang out together.
Yep. And it's fine.
Yeah. It can happen.
Yes.
It is possible,
yes.
everyone. Ladies and gentlemen.
Most of my friends are female.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Yeah. I did. I don't care.
Right. Let's talk about the actors in this.
Okay.
So we mentioned Lewis Black.
Lewis
Black
so perfect.
was great. Just enough out there to tease the...
Can I say the one curse word I know?
I know the one curse word. And then when
I have access to all the curse words.
He's so excited.
I liked throughout the movie, anytime something bad was happening, he was reading a newspaper with the headline, Riley quits hockey. Riley cries in school.
That was a nice touch, and he always just crumples it up, and then he goes on his rant.
Yep. That is, if you're not familiar with Lewis Black, it's just that. He does that. He gets very angry.
Yeah, his shtick is being angry and being offended by
people who are offended by silly things.
Yeah.
He gets offended by people who are offended.
Yeah. He has a bit where he goes to a Starbucks, and when he walks out of the door, across the street is another Starbucks.
And it just infuriates him.
Yes. Just the very concept of a Starbucks being across the street from another Starbucks.
How dare you? And it happens so often.
Yes.
It's so dumb.
But yeah, if you're a fan of stand-up comedy, look up Lewis Black if you haven't seen him. But I think the thing that he is the most famous for is on The Daily Show.
Yeah.
He would come around almost every week. I think it was on Wednesdays. And he would just do a little 2-minute bit about whatever happened to be in the news that he wanted to talk about. Mm-hmm. And he would do that for years. He probably has been doing it for 10, 15 years now.
He still does it.
Yes.
I mean, not right now. Maybe
not
right
as
now,
much, but he does still show up and do a segment. So,
yep.
Yeah, I love Lewis Black.
So yeah, there was him, and then Mindy Kaling. was discussed.
I couldn't really get her voice. I knew it was her, but I didn't really put 2 and 2 together that it was her. Mm-hmm. Probably because I haven't really seen too much that Mindy Kaling has been in. The other two, though, I have.
Yeah.
So we had Amy Poehler
Yep.
as Joy.
Yep.
She was perfect.
Of course.
Because she was doing her, like, happy-go-lucky, bubbly attitude thing from Parks and Rec.
Yep.
That we love
Everything
so
is
much.
great!
Yeah. And we had Bill Hader.
Yep. And then, of course, Sadness. So Sadness is the one you probably don't know. That's Phyllis Smith, who everybody would know her from
The Office.
The Office.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's so great too. But we would be remiss if we didn't address the perfect casting that was Richard Kind as Bing Bong, the imaginary friend.
Oh, that was fantastic. I looked over at Betsy and said, "Really? Really? This guy? Really?"
Yes, really, because Richard Kind just has the kind of voice.
He has a great voice.
He does. He was on Last Week Tonight a few weeks ago as the voice of a blobfish, and it's just so perfect. He's that kind of goofball, lovable dude who has enough weird, like, cadence and inflection to his voice that you buy him completely as a pink cotton candy elephant bird cat dolphin. It was so great. It was so great.
But, you know, like all the depictions of the memories and how things are flowing through, and after a while things just fall away and they fade. Memories fade. They have to. You can't store everything up there.
One of my favorite things is when I talk to people that I've known for a long time and they bring up memories that they remember.
Yeah.
And I don't.
See,
but they involve me.
I'm usually that person. I'm the one bringing stuff up that people have forgotten.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. When I have no recollection whatsoever of a certain incident, but it was so impactful to them, and it kind of meant nothing to me. That's like a core memory for them. And they're like, you know how I knew I liked you? And they share this memory. I'm like, oh, I mean, that sounds like me. But no, I got nothing. That happens many times.
Yeah.
I don't know if my friend Maudie has been listening to this, but she has many times explained the story of how we first met. And frankly, I don't really remember it happening.
I've heard this story
but it
many
completely
times.
Sounds like me,
Yeah.
where we have this. I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from. I like to tease Maudie. Maudie is one of my best friends in the world, and our relationship started when, as a young freshman in college, she wanted to meet new people, and she came over to my table because I was sitting with someone she knew and asked if she could sit with me. And I just, with a completely straight face, said no. And then immediately laughed and invited her to sit with us. And, you know, that was 18
Forever scarred.
18 years ago, just about. And we've been friends ever since. But that's how I just am. That's just my humor. And I don't remember doing it because I was so flippant and rude. But I love Maudie, and I'm sorry if I scarred you for life. But yeah, it was impactful for her. That's her first memory of me. Yeah. I did that to her. And then I just moved on with my day. So yeah.
And you made a friend. And
I
so did she.
I did. I made Maudie Island. She has her own island. It's not just Friend Island.
It's true.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool.
Go over there.
I love you, Maudie. If you're listening to this, I love you. I don't want to be mean to you. It's not coming from a place of dislike. I love you.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, this movie has a really clean way of explaining really complex topics and ideas to kids. And I liked how it did. It started simple. It was in a black void. There was one button. Yeah. Here's the baby, here's Joy, and then all of a sudden Sadness is like, and it grew and grew and grew. I do find it a little funny that they chose a pun with headquarters.
I didn't get that. I didn't pick up on that.
The first thing, it was like headquarters. I was like, I groaned a little bit.
I didn't get that. You didn't have to ruin that for me.
And then it just, grows and grows and grows. Because, you can't possibly remember all the things that happened to you, but you remember the things that are important to you.
And as you grow older, your emotions become more complex, and the ability for you to process that increases. So that's why they get the big console.
And they get more islands and more things. Yeah, Goofball Island is never going away for me. Yeah. That also is a part of my core.
Again, that's the foundation for Betsy.
That's right. It's me. It's me. One thing I wrote down, and I don't know if you caught this. At the beginning of the movie, they moved to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And they go there. I can't remember exactly where it is. She's like laying in bed thinking about her day. And they said, I saw a really hairy guy. He looked like a bear. And
I picked up on that.
They're in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are not ensconced in gay culture, a bear is a very specific term for a specific type of a gay man.
Yes.
Basically, if you think of a man who looks like a bear, that's the joke. That's the joke, guys. But that one, it's so fast that I'm like, okay, that was very intentional.
Oh, I totally picked up on that.
But it made me laugh pretty hard because that is the writers knowing that the parents also have to sit through this movie.
And kids are not going to pick up on that.
No. This is one of those movies, if I saw this as a kid and I watched it again as an adult, I would never have picked up on that joke. No. That would escape me for years.
The movie that I always bring up that is this exact thing is Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, yes.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a dirty movie.
Absolutely.
Do not show that to your children.
Or do, whatever. I survived.
If you care about their purity and their whatever,
well,
I'll show it to our children whenever that happens. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I should not have been shown that movie as a child.
It's cartoons, though, Trent.
I know.
Big-breasted cartoons.
Oh, it's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. We just watched it a few weeks ago because we bought it on 4K.
We watched that movie.
It looks fantastic.
We watch that movie actually somewhat frequently, all things considered. It's every few years, but we do watch, when we put it on, we watch the whole thing.
We do, yeah. Yeah.
But it's filthy. It's a filthy movie.
It really is.
Don't let the cartoons and the cutesy nature of Roger Rabbit.
Caught you with your pants down.
Yeah. Don't let it fool you. That movie's not for children. But they're not going to get the jokes, guys. It's fine. Show them the movie. Mess them up a little bit. Your children will not have core memories about Roger Rabbit. I promise you.
Not prostate, probate. I could keep going, but I won't. But
another weird little thing, as they're developing the memories at the beginning of the movie, the goofball stuff, where she's running around and there's a little naked child. There's a little butt.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, is this the first time we've put a little butt in a Pixar movie? I don't know. It was just kind of a weird little moment. Yeah. And kids are always going to be like, it's a butt.
Right. Butts are fun. Hey, butts are funny. Butts are funny. Certified fact.
Butts are
funny to everybody.
Tune into our next podcast. It's called Butts Are Funny.
With Trent and Betsy.
With Trent and Betsy. Yeah. Oh, yes. I really liked this one. It was really cute. I'm glad we watched it. I think I will probably always manage to be a blubbering little mess. I can't help myself. The older I get, the more I cry.
Yeah.
And I knew it. I called it. I told you, Pixar is out for my emotions. That's what they want, and that's what they get.
That's kind of how they do things. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's about all we had here for this here Inside Out. Yeah. I don't like the name.
Inside Out?
I don't like the name. I don't know what else would be better.
Yeah.
But I just don't like the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if that boy, what's that boy's name that would die for her? We should call it that.
The Canadian.
The Canadian kid. Canadian boyfriend.
Somehow I want to call him Corey, but
Sure, we'll call him Corey.
Canadian Corey.
Canadian Corey. We'll call the movie Canadian Corey. Is that a better name than Inside
sequel.
Out?
That's the sequel.
Okay. Well, he would die for her, and he did. Many times.
Many times.
So many.
So we're going to wrap up here, but before we do that, we are going to read another email.
An email?
From...
Who could it be from, Trent?
Who could it be from? But our super fan.
No.
Stefani.
No.
Gwen Stefani.
You're a liar.
No Doubt Zone. Come on down. No. Our superfan Stephanie has sent us yet another email. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Talking about our last couple of episodes. Mm-hmm. Well, we are in it, guys. We are in it. We are past Oscar season. We are talking about movies we haven't seen.
Of which there are a lot.
There are a lot. So there's going to be, just keep it coming. And no offense to Stephanie, but I know there's more of you out there.
There's at least 6 of you, unless she's listened to this 6 times.
And if that's the case, you need to seek help.
Stephanie, maybe, sweetie, honey, maybe don't
call us on the phone
times.
if you want to hear our voices. Anyway, but here's her email. You were right on in your thoughts about how they improvised the dialogue in coherence. The director would go over beats that they needed to hit in the general plot. The actors would just really dive deep into their character and say what they feel makes sense. Mm-hmm. So we were talking about the before trilogy and them talking,
improvising your lines,
them just knowing where these characters are going and what the general outline of the story is going to be. They're going to start here, they're going to end up here, fill in the rest.
Yep. Congratulations, we've made a movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's always an interesting concept to me because it makes the editor's job incredibly interesting.
Yeah.
Because there's so many versions.
How many takes do they do?
Right.
You know?
And some things they're going to do exactly the same or almost exactly the same.
Yep. And it's going to have a different feel every time they do it.
But the dialogue's going to be a little bit different every time, and it's going to have a different feel every time.
Yep.
Yeah. What a fascinating job. Editing.
It takes
Film editing.
It takes a lot for that to go through and be successful. It takes a lot of trust
on all parties.
Yes. Not only from the director, which in that case is probably also the writer.
Kind of sounds like he wasn't working hard if they would.
Well, again, outlines. That still requires writing. But yeah, the director, the actors, and the editor, and the filmmaker, or the cinematographer.
Yep.
The dude who shoots the damn movie.
Point the camera and hope you get it.
Yeah. You need to be able to keep up with them and keep everybody in focus just because you don't know what the actors are going to choose to do.
Yep.
So, anyway. Moving on. She says, I've seen Clerks many times. Thank you. But never the original Mortal Kombat.
Stephanie!
Heresy.
Stephanie! You must watch this garbage movie!
It's on HBO Max. We checked.
Oh, that's right. And Annihilation.
Yes.
Don't watch Annihilation.
Don't watch Annihilation until we watch Annihilation.
It's fine. Don't watch it. Just skip it.
We're going to watch it.
Watch the first one.
We're going to watch it, though.
We're not.
We're going to watch it. Listening to your episode on the new one definitely made me want to take a break from Star Wars Week. We are recording this full disclosure on May 6th.
It's true.
So yes, it is Star Wars Week. My favorite Kevin Smith is Dogma, but I also love Mallrats, Clerks, Jay and Silent Bob, Red State, Tusk, and Yoga Hosers.
So all the Kevin Smith, basically.
Sure, all of them. The other night, Matt, who I think is her husband.
What?
Shh.
Matt is it Superfan Matt?
Wait, is this just Matt? Are you? Jeez, man. The other night, Matt and I literally had a very Clerks-esque discussion about Star Wars Episode 2 and 3 regarding Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen's hair and why those movies fail so hard.
Is it because their hair is longer, so that's why the movie...
It's showing the passage of time,
as
Betsy.
As the hair gets longer, the movies get worse. It's the opposite of the Star Trek effect, where when Riker got a beard in the second season of Star Trek The Next Generation, that's when it got good.
Yeah.
When he got the beard, it got good. But in Star Wars, as they grow the beards and the hair, it gets worse. I would like to participate in this conversation. I hope I've added some value and you can revisit it. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie. We won't get into the prequels in this here episode, but they're not that bad. That's all I'll say for now.
They're not that bad. They're not that good.
They're not that good. I fully agree with that. But yeah, so Kevin Smith, this is something we will revisit at a later date. But I have seen most of them. I haven't seen any of the non-View Askew movies. Red State I haven't seen. I don't know what the hell Tusk is or Yoga Hosers. The only other ones that I haven't seen was Mallrats. Betsy and I have never seen Mallrats.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Is Jersey Girl considered View Askew?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Because it does take place in that universe.
In what capacity? Like the restaurants and things?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well, Stephanie, if you haven't watched Jersey Girl...
Hey, watch Jersey Girl.
Watch Jersey Girl.
It's great. I don't care what anybody else says. Jersey Girl's great. But yeah, Betsy hasn't seen...
I haven't seen Mallrats, and obviously Clerks 2, because we just watched Clerks.
Yep, we haven't seen Clerks 2. We will eventually do that. Chasing Amy.
The new Jay and Silent Bob.
Yep, the new Jay and Silent Bob I haven't seen either.
We have seen Zach and Miri make a porno.
Yes, we have.
Which is not part of View Askew, because Jason Mewes plays a completely different character.
Yes.
But he's in the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, and so is, come to think of it, the one of the guys from Clerks, not Dante, the other one.
Oh.
Russell? Is that his name?
Randall.
Randall.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, Randall, that actor is also in Zach and Miri Make a Porno.
I've only seen it once, and that was years ago.
Probably with me.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, we will eventually see all of the Kevin Smith movies, of course. We will do episodes for Clerks 2. Oh my God.
Oh, lucky me.
My God.
Lucky me.
Oh my God. Lucky you.
By all accounts, a very different movie.
It really is. In some ways, it is a better movie. We'll get to that later. Continuing on the email.
This is a 40-minute email just because we won't shut up.
Yeah. We love our fan.
That's right. The fan.
We watched Godzilla and Kong. We watched Godzilla versus Kong before it left HBO Max. I definitely fell asleep. Maybe it isn't that it's bad. Maybe I was just tired. I'm not sure. I have no desire to watch any kind of the kaiju movies.
Do you need to watch the most recent King Kong movie?
You need the context, Betsy.
To have context for the new King Kong movie.
You need all of the backstory of both characters.
Yes.
They are characters, Betsy.
Well, yeah.
They're not just big-ass monsters.
No, they have feelings too, Trent. Monsters have feelings too.
I have no desire to see any kind
and they
of
don't like
kaiju
being called monsters.
Kaiju.
They're kaiju.
Kaiju. No, I have no desire to see any of that stuff. The best movie that I've seen in that vein was Pacific Rim.
It's a ridiculous
movie. It's a
movie.
ridiculous movie.
That is better than it has any right to be.
It's so fun.
We haven't seen the second one of those. I think I'm okay with it, though.
Yeah. I think they just made that to make some money. Yeah. Like, hey, remember that movie that everybody liked that shouldn't have been good? Hey, we made another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's most sequels. Anyway, love and miss you guys. Thanks for letting me be a part of the conversation and reading my emails from superfan Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie.
And that is it for our email.
There you go. So that's it for this one. Once again, I'm Betsy.
And I'm Trent.
And thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
On Never Seen It.
Bye-bye.
Bye.